about wilderness ethics, the Leave No Trace policy with the 7 principles, and why we must follow it. Wilderness ethics is to find a way for visitors to lessen their impact in leaving the wilderness intact so that the future traveler can experience the beauty and the wilderness that they did. Most of the people spending a lot of time in wild places, wilderness ethics focuses more on the attitude and awareness rather than the rules and regulations. It is a philosophy of preservation aiming to keep the wilderness from being destroyed by Holocene. I'm not saying that there is no rules and regulations. Many designated wilderness areas and national forests has guidelines that tell us how far from trails can we camp, how near stream wash water can be damped, and where fires are allowed. But wilderness ethics is in individual's heart. We travelers, we are free to decide for ourselves what our wilderness ethics will be. Wilderness ethics has guidelines that we need to apply in helping to preserve wilderness. This one called the Leave No Trace policy. Trace policy has 7 principles. The first principle is plan ahead and prepare. Travel and camp on durable surfaces. Dispose of waste properly. Leave what you find. Minimize campfire impact. Respect wildlife. Last one, be considerate for other visitors.
Plan ahead and prepare. When you're poorly prepared, you're more likely to run into problems. Lack of good research can lead to situations where you can become fatigued or fearful and may be forced to make poor choices. Planning ahead includes doing research about your destination and packing appropriately. Know the regulation and special concern for the area you'll visit. Prepare for extreme weather hazards and emergencies. Schedule your trip to avoid times of high use. Visit in small groups when possible. Consider splitting larger group into smaller groups. Prepackaged food to minimize waste. Use a map and compass to eliminate the use of marking paint, rock cairns, and flagging. Travel and camp on durable surfaces. When exploring your surroundings and setting up your picnic or overnight camp, seek out resilient types of terrain. Ideal durable surfaces include established trails and campsites, rock, gravel, dry grasses, or snow. In popular areas, front country or back country, concrete used on existing trails and campsites. Camp at least 200 feet from lakes and streams. Keep campsites small. Focus activity in areas where vegetation is absent. Walk single file in the middle of the trail even when it's wet or muddy. In pristine areas, these pairs used to prevent the creation of campsites and trails. Avoid places where impacts are just beginning. Dispose of waste properly. These principles applies to everything from litter to human waste to rinse water. Pack it in, pack it out. Inspect your campsite and rest areas of trash or spilled foods. Pack out all trash, leftover food and litter. Always leave a place cleaner than you found it. Deposit solid waste in catalus 6 to 8 inches deep, at least 200 feet from water, camp, and trails. Cover and disguise the cattle when finished. Pack out toilet paper and hygiene product. To wash yourself or dishes, carry water 200 feet away from streams or lake, and use small amount of biodegradable soap. Scatter strained dish water. Minimize campfire impacts. While campfires are a timeless camping ritual, they can also be one of the most destructive ones. Far better choices include a lightweight stove for cooking and a candle lantern for light. Stargazing is an excellent alternative and is best enjoyed when your campsite is in total darkness. Where fires are permitted, use established fire rings, fire pans, or round fires. Keep fire small. Use only sticks from the ground that can be broken by hand. Burn all wood and coals to ash. Put out campfires completely, then scatter cool ashes. Don't bring firewood from home, which could introduce new pests and diseases. Buy it from local sources or gather it responsibly where allowed. Leave what you find. The adage, take only pictures, leave only footprints, still holds, although leaving fewer footprints is even better. Preserve the past. Examine but do not touch cultural or historic structures and artifacts. Leave rocks, plants, and other natural objects as you find them. Avoid introducing or transporting non-native species. Clean boot soles, kayak hose, and bike tires between trips. Do not build structures, furniture, or dig trenches. Respect wildlife. Don't approach animals. Both you and wildlife will enjoy encounters more if you master the zoom lens on your camera and pack along a pair of binoculars. Observe wildlife from a distance. Do not follow or approach them. Never feed animals. Feeding wildlife damages their health, alters natural behaviors, and exposes them to predators and other dangers. Protect wildlife and your food by storing rations and trash securely. Control pets at all times or leave them at home. Avoid wildlife during sensitive times such as mating, nesting, raising young, or winter. Be considerate for other visitors. Treat others the way you'd like to be treated is a rule that applies in the outdoors too. Respect other visitors and protect the quality of their experience. Be courteous. Yell to other users on the trail. Step to the downhill side of the trail when encountering stock, such as horses and mules. Take breaks and camp away from trails and other visitors. Let nature's sounds prevail. Avoid loud voices and noises. Manage your pet. Remember, the Leave No Trace policy can also be applied in our schools and community.
So, see you on my next vlog. Bye!